everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Sophie. So I am a makeup artist, and here on my channel I bring you product reviews, makeup tips. If you're into that sort of stuff, then I would absolutely love if you could subscribe to my channel. So obviously, as you can see, I don't have any makeup on my face at the moment, and you've probably noticed from the title that I'm going to be reviewing some products from It Cosmetics today. I've heard so much about It Cosmetics. They've got amazing reviews on so many of their products. This isn't a sponsored video, guys, but It Cosmetics did kindly gift me these items, so thank you so much to It Cosmetics. I'm super grateful, and I was buzzing when they came through the door. I've always been so intrigued to try their CC cream, and with it being summer, I feel like it's something that I actually don't have, and a few of you have actually asked me on BB CC cream recommendations, so I feel like this is a really good opportunity for me to test it out. My skin is quite oily to normal, I would say, so see how it is on my skin and give you guys my honest review. I'm going to actually be testing a full face of It Cosmetics today and showing you all of their products, so I'm so excited to try them. So this is going to be like more of a first impressions video because I haven't actually used any of them. They're all still in the packaging, so I'm going to go through each product, give you a little bit of an insight into what they're about, the ingredients, etc., and then give you a demo, and then I'll do sort of wear test as the day goes on as well. So one of the main things that draws me towards It Cosmetics, you guys know how much I love my skincare, how much I love looking after the skin, and every single one of their products, whether it's cream, powder, whatever, has, they call it, skin loving ingredients in it. I'll kind of touch on some of the ingredients that's in them today, but if you go onto the website, there's like a full list of all the key ingredients, benefits, etc. for each product. All of their products, skincare and makeup, are developed with plastic surgeons and dermatologists. So that to me just really speaks volumes. It really shows me that they really care about your skin, about their products having long-term benefits rather than just like instant benefits. So that's really interesting, and I'll be really intrigued to see like the longer that I use them if my skin actually improves as well. So the first product I'm going to be using is this Confidence in an Eye Cream. It says it's got an apricot tint that brightens the under eye, however it doesn't look that tinty to me. Like, it looks pretty white. Even on my hand it doesn't have an apricot tint, it just looks white. Let's see what it's like when I put it on. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit, although I hate zooming in. But okay, as you can see, I have really dark circles under my eyes, which I absolutely hate. I'm always looking for the miracle eye cream, so maybe over time I can give you more of a review. But first impressions, let's pop this on. It's very hydrating. It's quite thick. The ingredients, it has collagen, which is skin firming, can bring back the elasticity that we lose in our skin. It's got peptides, which help to reduce the appearance of wrinkles. Yeah, I actually do think that that has made my little fine lines look a lot smoother, but I wouldn't say it's colour corrected my eyes. No, it's definitely not. I'm interested to see like how this keeps performing the longer that I use it, so I'll keep you updated with this on my other videos. So the next thing that I'm going to be going in with is the Your Skin But Better CC Colour Correcting Full Coverage Cream, which is hydrating and anti-aging. It says you can also use it as a concealer. It's got SPF 50 for UVA and UVB, which is amazing. So it is a CC cream, and for those of you that don't know what that is, it just means colour correcting. So if you have any like red patches or areas where you're actually like maybe a little darker, like I tend to be a little darker sort of down here around my mouth, and obviously I do get a bit of redness around my nose and things, as well as covering it, the CC cream should sort of colour correct that too. It also claims you can use it as a full coverage foundation, even though it is like a CC cream. So I'd be interested to see how the coverage is. Also, some of the key ingredients include collagen as well. So again, you're getting that skincare benefits. It's going to help to smooth the skin, firm the skin. And they actually kindly sent me this brush as well, which I've had my eye on for such a long time. This one's amazing because it actually has two sides to it. So it's got the sort of fluffy side. It feels so soft. And then it's got like the smaller side for like your concealer. I really like the packaging on this as well. It's got like a really nice, easy to use pump and a little lid to keep it nice and clean. Oh, it's quite thick. You actually get 32 mils of product in this, which is quite like a fair amount of product. To see the consistency, it's quite thick, like it's not actually moving when I put my tray up. That makes me think initially right off the bat that it's going to be quite like full coverage. So it says you need to start at the areas where you want the most coverage and blend out. And honestly, for me, like it's under my eyes. So if I come under my eyes, I'm just using the little, oh, it's a bit light. Hang on, I didn't even swatch it on my face. This is medium. This is actually oxidizing slightly. So again, maybe the colour will actually be okay once it's sort of dried in. Okay, I'm just going to start blending it in. It's actually smoothing my pores out a little bit, which is really nice. The brush feels so nice. I'm loving this brush. The coverage is actually really nice. It's definitely evened out my skin tone. I actually feel like that shade's looking okay now. It was looking a bit light when I first put it on. It's definitely kind of neutralised the redness around my nose, and it definitely has covered up my dark circles quite a bit. Like, can you see the difference from this side? I'm really liking the finish of it as well. Like, it is glowy, but it's not, it doesn't feel oily. Do you know, like sometimes CC BB creams can feel like really oily? It actually really looks just like skin, but it's just got that wee bit of a glow to it. It feels really light. It definitely has colour corrected my face. Like, I feel like you can definitely see it's gotten rid of any little marks. Not quite covered this spot here, but I was even trying to cover that with concealer yesterday and finding it difficult. So tap a little bit more of the product on. See, I think it's just this spot. It's like so dark because I was like squeezing it. It's almost like a little blood vessel now. For me, as somebody who uses like NARS, Natural Radiant, I've used Natural Effects, like comparing it to those, it's not full coverage foundation. However, for a CC BB cream, it is beautiful. Like, I'm really impressed with the way it looks. I actually got such a nice smell to it as well. Like, it's got like a fresh smell, like almost like slightly zesty. Okay, so I really like the way that it's made my skin look. I feel like it's very even, very natural looking, but it's definitely covered. Like, I feel like this is the perfect like everyday base. So far, I can see why people rave about it. It's got a really nice glow to it. Has covered up most of the little marks on my face. It's a really nice creamy texture, which I really like. And it was so easy to apply. Like, it's very user friendly. Like, you just literally go like, boom, done. So yeah, I feel like this would be really quick in the morning as well. We'll just see how it looks as the day goes on. So the next product that I'm going to be using is the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. This is a full coverage anti-aging waterproof concealer, and you actually get a lot of product in this. Like, you get 12 mils of product. That is a lot of product. It helps to make your skin look younger. It's infused with skin loving vitamins, peptides, collagen, hyaluronic acid, which is amazing because it's going to keep your under eye area really hydrated as well. I've got the shade Light Sand. If you're new to my channel, I am a big concealer girl. I use really full coverage concealers, obviously for the dark circles that I have. So it'll be interesting to see like how full coverage this is. As you can see, it's quite a thick consistency. Just looking at it, rubbing it into my hand, it's got like a really dewy finish. I'm just gonna apply to like where I normally would, and I do normally use quite a bit of concealer. It feels really creamy. Okay, I'm just gonna tap the product in. It's very dewy, can you see that? Like, it's very reflective, which is really nice. Because I like a really full coverage under my eyes, I feel like the best way to sort of blend concealer in with a brush is to tap, because if you just kind of go like this, you're just going to move it around. I mean, just using the other side of the brush to blend the edges once I've tapped it in. It's actually really nice. It looks very hydrated, it's very glowy, but I still don't know if it's like as full a coverage as what I'm used to using. I actually think it looks really nice, like as an everyday concealer. Still feel like I can see a slight shadow, so it's maybe not like as full coverage as like your Shape Tape or my Nabla concealer that I like to use. If you were into like more of a dewy finish, it would be perfect for you. This is the CC cream and the concealer just without anything on top of it, without being set, without being bronzed. Obviously I feel a bit pale, but I feel like it's actually got a really nice finish. Like, it's got a really dewy finish, my skin looks really healthy, and honestly, I know I put quite a lot of concealer under my eyes, like, but because it's not matte, it doesn't feel like I've got anything on there. So the next product I'm really excited about, because this is something that I've always wanted to try as well. It's the Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. I think they have it in loose form as well, but this is really handy. As you can see, it's got a compact, and it actually comes with a little brush as well, which is ideal. So the powder is supposed to blur away your pores and fine lines. It's never going to look dry, go cakey or creasy. Also got the antioxidants, hydrolyzed collagen and peptides in there as well. So while you're wearing this, it's anti-aging too, which is again amazing. So I'm just using my MAC 133. I'm going to take a tiny bit of this powder and I'm just going to start to set under my eyes. It has set down really nicely under my eyes. It's mattified it quite a bit. I don't know if you can see on camera, but I don't know if it's just me. Like, I can see like it looks a little bit darker once I've set it compared to this side, which is nice and bright and luminous. I'm just going to set the rest of this side with the Bye Bye Pores powder. Whoa. I can instantly see my pores have just totally diminished. I have quite a bit of pores going on this side, but I've put the powder on and it's literally just smoothed it all right out. So I'm quite impressed. It's very, very mattifying, guys, which is kind of taken away the luminosity of the look. Really feels so light and so smooth. And my skin looks really natural, but also flawless. Actually really cool that you get a little brush with it. I think this would be like the perfect brush for like touch-ups throughout the day. Okay, so the next product I am severely in need of, which is bronzer. And this is also a by Pores bronzer. So you're going to get the same benefits from this bronzer that you got from the powder. And the packaging is also super cute on this one because you are getting that little compartment underneath, which also has the brush. This is in the shade Beach. I'm actually going to use a big brush to bronze my face today because I feel like I need a little bit more bronzer because it's maybe a little bit pale for me. This brush is from Make It Co. I'll link it below. I'm just going to pull it into the hairline. Definitely got a little bit of luminosity to it, which is quite nice. Smells amazing. It's quite light in colour for me, like I'm not going to lie, like I feel like I could definitely do with like maybe a little bit more darker colour because I'm so used to wearing quite a dark bronzer. However, the actual texture of the bronzer is going on so nicely. It's so user friendly, like I feel like anybody could use this because it's not going patchy, it's not going on like too heavily, it's quite a light bronzer. I am able to build it up, although it's not going too dark, but I actually think it looks really nice and natural. I'm probably guilty of using like slightly too much bronzer sometimes anyway, so maybe this will encourage me to not. With the bronzer having that little bit of sheen in it, it has given it like a nice like radiance. I don't know if you can see. This blusher here is the Milani Luminoso. I'm just going to add like a little bit onto my cheeks to give me like a little bit more colour. And actually when I've taken a step back to have a look at the makeup, I actually think that the bronzer looks really nice. Like it looks really natural. It's maybe not as warm as what I would normally use. Now that the makeup's finished, I think that the under eye area actually looks really nice, like for every day. Maybe I don't need to be wearing 500 layers of thick matte concealer for everyday wear. What do you think? What do you honestly think it looks like in the comments below? To finish, like I am just going to apply some of this really nice setting spray that they sent me. It smells amazing. This is the Your Skin But Better setting spray. This has hyaluronic acid in it, so again it's going to make your skin really hydrated. It says that it's going to give you up to 16 hours of wear time on your makeup. I almost feel like this would be a really good opportunity to test to see if this will make it stay on better on one side. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of lipstick on. I'm going to use this Inglot liner in 56 and this lipstick from Nabla. This is like one of my favourite lipsticks that I lost for ages and I just found it. It's in the shade Lust, so I'll link these below as well. Hey guys, so I've just put my lipstick on, makeup's all finished. I'm actually really happy with it. I think it looks really, really natural for everyday wear. I honestly just feel like it's so light. Now that I've got the concealer, the powder, the bronzer on, I really do feel like it looks pretty full coverage. So I'm really pleased with it. Considering I wasn't sure about the coverage of the concealer and stuff, I think at the end it's all come together really, really nicely. Time right now is 12:30. So I'll be seeing you guys at the first check-in. Hi everyone, so I'm just doing my first check-in. The time is 20 to 6 at night. I've just put dinner on. Obviously this is like natural lighting, so it's actually quite good for you guys to see just how natural it actually looks, and it's holding up really, really well. Obviously it's only been on for like 5 hours, so there is still time, but usually at this point I can tell which direction it's going to go. I really can't complain. Like if I come in a little closer, the way that it's looking is really, really good. So I am getting a tiny bit of oil here, which is normal, but I don't think it looks like silly. It actually looks quite nice. As usual, getting slight creasing just in the laugh lines here, but I always get creasing, always, no matter what. It's so annoying. The only other thing I would say is, obviously now you can see maybe a bit better my under eyes. They are looking probably a little darker than what I would like from a concealer. From a distance, it actually looks totally fine, but I just know myself what I prefer and what I look for in a concealer. I actually seen my sister and I asked her about the concealer and she said it looked a little darker than what I normally would. She just says it's because she's used to me looking really bright under there because I wear really full coverage concealer. I'll maybe wear it for another like 2 to 3 hours to give you a proper review, so I will see you at the final check-in. Hi guys, so I'm back for the final check-in. So it's 20 to 9 in the evening, so the makeup has been on for a good 8 hours. So at a glance in my mirror, I think the makeup actually looks really, really good. I think it's lasted really well. I am a tad oily just right in the center of my forehead, but the makeup hasn't actually come off. Like the makeup is still intact. So the concealer like hasn't creased at at all. I do feel like now at this point that my eyes are looking quite dark. So again, I'll go back to the coverage situation. I feel like the concealer is better to be left luminous. It's not something that I often do, leave my concealer luminous. I'm always setting it down with a powder. It's just something that I've always done. I just always find it prevents my eyes creasing. They do tend to crease. Concealer just isn't full coverage enough for me personally, but I do think it would be a really lovely concealer if you're somebody who likes a luminous finish, or if you don't have as dark circles as me. Side that we did the setting spray on, I feel like actually looks a touch fresher. I don't know what it is, I just feel like the bronzer's sitting a bit more intact than the side. I just feel like they've got a tiny bit funny here, but not massively. Like, I wouldn't be worried about it. I haven't actually creased any more in the laugh lines at all. Like, normally I get quite bad creasing there, but it's not creased at all, so that's a real plus. Like, the powder has maybe gone slightly dry, maybe just like around my nose here. I would definitely use the Bye Bye Pores powder again. I feel like that worked amazing at diminishing the pores. It has honestly helped keep the makeup on so much as well, albeit it's maybe went a touch dry around my nose, which doesn't normally happen because I'm quite oily. Maybe I've just used a little bit too much, but I really like the finish of it on the skin, and I really do feel like it helped keep the makeup on. The bronzer went on so well, so easy. It stayed on really well as well. I feel like maybe a slightly deeper shade would be better for me. Yeah, I'm really pleased with all the products. Like, I can't really say that I'd hated anything. The concealer and me, maybe we weren't the best of friends, but I don't think it's a bad product by any means. I just think it doesn't work for me, if you know what I mean. But everything else I'm definitely going to continue to use, especially the CC cream. I'm definitely going to give this a go with leaving it a little bit more dewy and glowy. Anyway guys, I think that's enough for one day. I've probably talked your ears off completely, but I do hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today. Everything that I've used is linked below, but if you want to ask me any questions about anything, if you're unsure, please just leave me a comment. I'd be so happy to help you all out. Thank you so much for watching and for your support. I really do appreciate it. Please don't forget to subscribe if you did enjoy this video today, guys, and I'll be seeing you all in the next video very, very soon. Good night.